looked out once and I didn't see you, and I thought, usually you're standing.
Yeah, I was.
And I was like, wait, I know he's here.
I'm looking at your chair like somebody was tearing your chair.
What?
See the chair?
What happened to it?
I don't know, like someone was peeling off the.
Oh, gee, kids or something.
Yeah, I was like.
Or was it you?
Huh? Nah. It's just this with my kids. They wouldn't do nothing like that.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody left a little snake on the floor.
Oh.
I was like,
Okay.
I know it was a
That's interesting.
rattle.
I know
It's
what
called
it is.
copper.
Somebody left me. I had let them borrow some kids stuff.
I had to look because we have to have them in Florida all the time. Snake will be in the house, on the patio.
Somebody was working with a kid with different toys, and I let him borrow that. And that was like 2 months ago. I forgot all about it. That's how you lose books. You loan them out, and you just forget. And then
You got to have a check in, check
I can
out.
think of one right now that no, it's not clinical. It's a different book. But is it hot to you in here? It's hot to me in here.
Well, it's kind of cool right here. Maybe you need to switch sides. Look, it's
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm used to this office being. They usually crank by around 10 o'clock. It goes.
Right.
They decide, well, you look nice today. You're like extra. You going somewhere like
Well, actually, I do. I do a ministry as well. Go out and try to help people. Plus, I'm going to make sure I can finish with the VA. My paperwork that needs to be done. Go out of court, pick up some paperwork. And just do me today. You know what I mean?
I think that's great. I think anybody's got the time to do this kind of stuff is what people should do.
Yeah, I used to work.
Just me, though.
I worked 2 jobs most all my life together, and then I was going to school full time. So then one day I went home one day and sat on the sofa in Alaska. Woke up 2 days later, my body shut down. So now I try to take time. My body shut down. I just.
What?
And thank God I had.
You just slept?
Slept. I was so tired. I had at least I had my wife there.
That was kind of dangerous.
Very.
like mentally, our body just woohoo. Like.
I was trying to make all the money I could. Because they was paying $25 an hour back in 1991.
No way.
In Alaska.
Oh my God.
Unskilled, so you make $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year.
I guess I see.
Yeah, then I was like, well, I can work here. I had 3 kids at the time, and I was like, my wife was in the military.
Crazy back then.
We was making the money.
That's like over 6 figures now. I mean,
I averaged $72,000 a year. Came back from Alaska in '95.
But that's like 100 and something now.
120. Got back to Maryland to be stationed at Fort George Meade, and the IRS charged me $1,500 saying I underpaid my taxes. I was like, but I had H&R Block do that.
Don't give me stuff.
Right, and they took well, you either give us the money or we take your benefits.
Rabbit hole.
Or we'll take your benefits. I was like, take my benefits. But we were started on a country that didn't have taxes. We only got taxes because of World War II, where they needed it for the war effort, and then they saw how much money was generated, so they kept it.
You know what? How would you do roads and see, back then there was not as many needs, I guess, and stuff like that. I mean, I understand taxes.
They can come up with a way to do it, and I think what people was really mad about, because it takes 3/4 of the states to ratify the Constitution. That was never done. That just was an action by Congress. And you can't do that. It's illegal. That's why a lot of people go to jail, because they say it's not legal for you to do that, which is not. It has never been ratified. But the powers to be say, we'll just put you in jail until you learn to cooperate. It's not ratified. Yeah, income tax.
I mean, we gotta pay for stuff. I mean, it's just like.
Yeah, it's.
I get it, but there's gotta be a.
Well, they just go ahead. They go ahead and just ratify it, so they won't have no more problem with people saying that we don't want to pay it. That way, it's ratified 3/4 of the states, because you need money. That's how you get all your funding. So, but they want to keep it somewhere within a flexible measure, so that it's fair across the board. Reform.
I don't. That, like I said, that is such.
I got $2 billion. I only want to pay $1 a year in taxes. I got $2 billion. So I'm just telling you. I don't know what you're gonna pay, but I'm only gonna pay $1.
What?
I got $2 billion. I only want to pay $1 a year in taxes.
No, we gotta have roads and we gotta have stuff.
Yeah. So how do you make it even? That's one of the.
I think there should be a 10% flat tax. That way, if you don't make much, or maybe it could be 10% across the board for a certain income, and then a lower.
That's where the problem comes in.
Flat tax.
Why would you penalize me because I'm successful and you're not?
Because, I mean, people get mad at these guys that make money, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's supply and demand and whatever happened. I mean.
I agree with you.
Come on, but if you flat tax, let's say if you make, I don't know, 80,000 or more a year, I'm just, you know.
8,000.
You know, over 150, you get 12%, you know, and if you make 100, you know what I mean, like, flat tax, and that way you'll get more money. They always want more money from the millionaires, but the only way to do it, I mean, if you flat tax it, you're going to get it. Does that make sense? Without
of course,
being fair.
You are radical. You are radical because you want 10%. Why not make them pay 35 and let me pay 5?
Because it's called fairness.
Right. I agree with you.
Common sense. And this is not political. This is just common sense stuff, right? But if you get 10% of the people that make $1 million,
that's 100,000. Yeah.
You're gonna get, you know, right, 10% of 100,000, whatever that is. 10% of $1 million is like a lot more. But it's fair. But
we don't want fair. We want where it benefits me and not benefits you.
God, I swear they don't try to.
Yeah, we got a
problem.
problem.
Let's talk about you.
I'm doing fine.
All right, we'll see you later. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
How's it going during the week? You know, just tell me exactly what it looks like.
Okay, Monday.
In your head and your heart.
Monday I went to Social Security Administration. For some reason, I went to the Social Security Administration. For some reason, they're taking my money without giving me a reason why. Where's my money? I'm supposed to be getting $1,600 a month, Social Security.
Okay.
Haven't seen
$1,600.
$1,600 a month, Social Security.
No, how old are you again?
I'm 68 this year.
68. Okay.
I applied for mine 20 years ago.
Huh? Is that a veteran thing?
Yeah. And the fact that I saw the Social Security was going into a quandary where we at now, where we might not have enough money, I made the command decision. Give me my money now. So I'd rather get now.
How do you do that?
Which long
you do it to a Social Security?
No, you can write a letter to them and saying, I'd like to have my Social Security.
No, are you kidding?
I went and got a hearing in Orlando, Florida, and I got Social Security issued to me after 2 years.
I don't understand. Is that a veteran thing?
No, anybody. People.
You can't get it till 62.
They tell you can't get it. It's your money. How can you tell me I can't get my money to 62?
God.
So I went and got my money, and I got Social Security in 2000. I had to be 40 something. And I wrote them, give me all my money back. I will invest it in real estate. Real estate investment trust where you can go ahead and get property and everybody share. They fought me. I got a lawyer in Florida and went to court again in Orlando, Florida. Got issued Social Security. They paid me $13,000 back tax, but they never paid me for the attorney. They started paying me at a rate of $1,600 a month, $1,400 a month then. Right, every month I got $1,400. All of a sudden my money just stopped coming. I never found out why.
Weird.
I go out to Sandston. I see a lady she's a member of the LBGT community, and she just went to screaming at me. I had on.
See, there's no reason.
I had on. She was like, "Why you want it?" I said, "Hold on, ma'am. This is my money. What are you talking about?" And so the lady behind us said, "Don't," just waving a hand. So I looked, okay. So I got it.
To her, right?
Yeah, no, to me, saying don't say nothing to this worker. Because, you know, they got security. There are 2 officers, so I didn't want to get thrown out. So I didn't say that. I said, ma'am, could you just stamp the paper? I don't want to talk to you or discuss you. She stamped the paper and kept on complaining that I was coming to get my money. I asked for what is called a post-deprivation hearing.
Her business.
Right? So when I came out, the lady spoke to me. She said, sir, just give me the paper. So I went around the worker sitting at the desk complaining and gave it to the supervisor. This way, I was like, well,
did they keep this person?
Right. I mean, they're trying to fire people from Social Security. So I want to make sure, ma'am, so I got to go by Social Security today. I'm putting in a complaint. I'm putting in a complaint. Yeah, I would like to really complain about my money. And the people in the office, like, you know, like taking a bath. Because if you looked at it, you would have thought it was me. So I moved so people could see. It was the worker.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a man dressed like a woman. I don't know if he was going through some problems, but it had nothing to do with me.
Right.
So I got the paper and I talked to the lady. So they gave me a hearing to speak to the new guy who's the commissioner of Social Security. Just got appointed in May, and in 30 days. So I'm going to get my money. But I didn't get my money since he acted like he was mad that I was getting Social Security. How old are you? And you know, like, hold on for a minute. You know
that she doesn't know that.
Don't know the rules.
I guess
The policy, the procedures. And I know because I went to look for them. Because once you get disability in the military, you're allowed to get benefits from another government agency. That was the law. I'm grandfathered in. So I got mine. I saw this coming, and thank God for His grace and mercy, I did it. So I'm supposed to get Social Security, $1,678 a month, which I'm not getting. I'm supposed to get my retirement from the military. I worked for the government for a while, so I got a lot of credits. Yeah. But where's my money going? If you're not give me paperwork to show where my money is going, so I can go to court and fight. They didn't want to give me no paperwork. So I went and did that Monday. The lady who was there invited me to their church. They was very nice. She was this manager, just came and took over, the supervisor. Mm-hmm. And I had a great time. So then I went back. I got a letter I went to the VA to find out about me getting continued therapy because it's a year. It's not every 6 months like it used to be. Once you get approved for a service outside, like me, it's for a year.
Oh,
it's
really?
not for.
I wonder if we know that.
I was telling Angel, I have to tell people it's not for every 6
Isn't
months.
that interesting?
It's a year.
Okay.
President Trump changed that.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
See, they don't tell
Executive
you that.
order.
They don't even tell that.
But see, because I got law school, it comes to I can see it on the computer. I was like, oh, and everything come on by veterans that apply to me. If you went there and they didn't pay you, you can have what is called a post deprivation hearing, which they have to give you. They never tell you this. I want to contest you taking my benefits. Mm-hmm. Every year I got $900 a year in September for clothing. They just stopped paying me. My glasses, I go to the outside optometrist. Me coming here, they pay for outside because they don't have enough people there at the VA to see all the veterans. So I let the veterans who are really hurt go. Right. I don't mind going out.
They've gone back and forth with that whole thing.
But I've been going out for so long now. Now they changed it where they want to privatize the VA.
They're going back to that. They're trying.
No longer the VA. You going outside, which I'm already in the system, so I'm good. Yeah. So that's what I've been going through this week.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's so scary. I was like, I had to look around and see who he was. Who he was
talking to me?
Right. I'm looking around like, and he just wanted. And the lady, she was looking like she was taking a guess about this behavior by this employee. They're supposed to be helping me, a disabled veteran. I'm disabled, ma'am. I got my paperwork. I got a PVA card. Mine is certified. The Social Security made me go through it for 2 years in order to go to all these doctors and everything to get my money. So now you're telling me I shouldn't be able to get my money because you're upset with me? I don't understand what's the reasoning or the logic. So I didn't get upset. I just looked and got him the time to stamp my paper to show that you got it. And within 30 days, I got to have a hearing. That's all I need. Yeah. So then I'd be in Baltimore tomorrow at the Social Security office giving them a copy to make sure it got there. Because I think what he was doing, he was not sending my paper. Because I never got a response. And he was the same person that been taking my paper. Oh. And I want to go find out. I got copies of my paper in a folder. I turn this in, did you get a copy? I turn this in, did you get a copy? This is the reason why.
You think
what they call deep 60, in the drawer. Instead of putting it in the chain to go up.
Oh my God.
So then
that teaches me a lesson.
Yeah.
You get that kind of hostile response, like automatically go to a supervisor to handle that whole thing, I guess.
Yeah, you better. Because they will throw you out and ban you from the Social Security office. That way you can never get anything done. Because they're closing Social Security offices now. So only got a few left. Oh. They closed 2,000 Social Security offices. So a lot of people. 2,000 and a lot of people.
What are they doing? Working remotely? No, wait.
Remotely, or you got to do it online. What if you don't know? If you're 68 and don't know how to work the computer, they're talking about that now.
Screwed because they think that my age probably, which I'm not. I'm still in my 60s, but
you're just a baby. All right.
I'm in my 60s, and they would imagine you maybe still have some skills, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I haven't had to do a lot of computer work.
And you got to go in. I got a portal for Social Security. I go in, which I got to do today. I got my laptop in the car to do this. Log in, attach the paper that I got time day stamped, send it to them so I got another copy. Redundancy. With them is redundancy because they lose paperwork. It's on you. It's not their fault. It's your fault. Social Security. So I always get a time day stamp. Every time you go to Social Security, time day stamp. And they got to do something. They're required by Congress to do it within 30 days. And if they don't, they have to give you a letter explaining why. Mm-hmm. So when I brought that up, he got really outraged. His wig went sideways, and I was like, hold up. Hold up, bro. Hold up.
Oh, man.
Listen, man. This is my money we're talking about. I'm just
sorry. That's not,
no, but
I would have laughed with whoever that
I
was.
did, but I couldn't laugh. It was so serious about my money. So you know those kind of things. I was like,
well, there's just no way for attitude. Period.
I never said anything, but could you tab date stamp this? That's all I said. They give you a number. My number was 646. I put it through the window. He just went on a tirade. Now I looked around to see like, who is he talking to? They supposed to call you by the number you get, depending on whatever you're going there for benefits.
Oh,
They got a category. So I pushed the one for a letter for benefits. And they call you by the number D646. They call me by my whole name. And so I looked around like, is that the police? You know, is the police what? And then he called it again. I went to the window. Why you calling me by my name when you supposed to call me by the number? Then I knew it was a problem. Yeah, that was my week. Other than that part that we lost, we're doing good. So for my family on the home front, they're doing fine. And still got a little tit for tat, who gets what out of the probate, their estate and all like that, which is already done, you know. So I'm not, just because my name is on the real estate, you really can't do nothing without me. So this is what I would like to have, myself and my mother and my uncle. So you can't do nothing without me, no matter what court you go to or what lawyer. So it's going to be divided equally between me and my brother and two sisters. So, you know, that's it. Everybody, they trying to buy this property. They want to make it commercial property. Go from G1 to G3 to G1, G2, whatever is commercial, because they got a bank across the street from my house and all this kind of stuff. So everybody's going to get some money. But, you know, so I stay to myself. You know.
What about, how you doing, just feelings, thoughts, things?
They've been kind of jacked up a little bit off the gear. You know, I had a lot of things coming at one time.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, you know, death, family, my kids, some of them going through things. Maybe sending my son overseas to combat area.
Oh, what?
Combat, they sending soldiers overseas. You know, we just bombed Iran.
Yeah.
So he might be going, I got a daughter that's in the Navy in Norfolk, so she's going on the ship.
Doing?
Right, my daughter Zizi, right? My son, Arif. You know, they have to, now they used to didn't do that, but now they do it because they got certain specialties that they need them to maybe deflect the rockets, or she's good with robotics, so they need them to make a whole team. And, just prayer, and that's basically it,
What about your symptoms?
They've been up a little bit, I've been, I got up this morning.
Don't sugarcoat here.
No, I got up this morning about 2. I went to bed about 10. I woke up at 2 just straight up. I had a frightful night. I don't know what it was, but I woke up, cover wrapped all around me like I was in a cocoon. I'm like, well, hold on, I don't even sleep like right, So I got up and so I de-escalated by breathing. I looked around my room and I got myself centered where I was at.
Did you have a nightmare?
Whatever it was, I can't remember.
You don't know.
I can't remember. But I woke up just cocoon, and so I've been up since this morning since 2:30. You try to go back to sleep because I got stuff to do, obviously. So I'm doing a case for a young man that's in prison since 2009. He killed another soldier at Fort Hood. He's coming up for parole, and he did it because he had 2 tours in Iran and Afghanistan, and he didn't get treatment for PTSD like most of us don't.
Uh-huh.
They had 4 fights at a party at one other guy's house, and I guess that might have been something too. And they thought about it. I'm trying to write a letter that does not diminish his death to the family, but still allow him to get compassionate relief if possible.
So how do you know it was PTSD?
It's in the paperwork. I got all the paperwork at home. I got a bin. I've been going through a bin.
It's just
He did, but the guy he fought had 4 fights. He slapped 2 women at the party. He slapped the host's wife. So the host and him was fighting. So in the military, you can fight with a buddy and then it's all over and you keep going.
Right.
But because of the massive amount of alcohol, I don't know because I haven't seen the paperwork say anything about drugs, he just walked to him and stabbed him in the chest with a knife. The guy who had 4 previous fights, that was the 5th fight, where he just ran up to him. The one who had the fights, he was killed. Right. I don't know if they assumed he was bullying or he felt a threat. So I'm trying to get that out the way because they got to have it in by September the 4th. So I don't know if that was part of it. I've been reading all week.
Where's the PTSD come in?
Iraq. He had several deployments to
But
combat
where did
zone.
it happen in the moment?
I haven't got to that yet.
Oh.
So I'm still reading. So I'm writing facts, issues, rules, analysis, and conclusion to see where I can get. Does he have any kind of chance whatsoever for compassionate release, or should he do the whole life sentence?
Yeah.
But his mother was in the military at Fort Bragg when I was at Fort Bragg.
Okay.
So I'm trying to help her. And
A question really quickly off topic. Semi-off topic. How in the holy mother do people get out of jail for murder and they get out in 20 years? Can you help me get my head around that? What the holy grail is that about?
okay,
I mean, seriously, they get out? I mean, even they get to get out and the people are dead. I mean, what?
you can get out for murder quicker than you get out for marijuana. You can be in marijuana. Some people been in jail for marijuana for 10, 20 years, 15 years. Murder, because they have such a statute of crime or deadline. If you do good, you go to 3 classes.
Does it
You don't
matter
get
if you took them?
Yeah, you don't get in a fight. We got to give you parole.
I know, but my question is, how make that make
I'm trying-
sense to me that you can take a life. They can't come back. They can't get
Never
out, they
ever.
can't have a life,
Never ever.
But you get a life after 20 years.
They give them. They
I
have.
have no understanding of that.
Well, it's a parole guideline saying that if you do life, which is till you die, you can go back and do a parole, which he did 2 years ago. They cut the life sentence down to 30 for mitigating circumstances, PTSD, deployment to Iraq, Afghanistan, or the spur of the moment, emotional charge. It was 4 fights. His mother wrote that one. Listen, I'm reading. It kind of bothered me because when I see it, no, the charges, he had a premeditated murder, aggravated assault. He was charged with rape, breaking in restriction, which means you can't leave the base. But these people thought it was wise to take the life sentence down to 30. So 30, you only got to do 10 years. He's done 15.
I was just talking about in general.
But
I just hear different things. And I know
the guy killed 5 family members, is getting out of jail. He killed them in the 90s, but because of the law, he can get out. He killed 5 family members. If you go to jail on a pretrial detainer, which means you're not guilty, they can hold you for a year. Does that make sense? We want to, in law, we was talking about making a uniform rule for all states.
Yeah.
They have different rules in different states. That's the problem.
And then you got the judges. You don't know which way they're.
And if you got money, you're not really going to do a lot of time. We'll send you to the federal farm.
Kind of like recently where I don't even know why it happened, but there was that little bit of not little, it was a big, I don't even know what, it was an ambush in
What, the police officer or the fireman?
No, it was of regular people, and they just started beating them down. A couple of white people got beat down, I don't know why, and one girl was white girl about 40, she tried to help, and she got beat down. And
wow.
Guess what? It got on video, because they have street cameras.
Right.
On video, girl had her eye. I mean, she was out. She was out. Somebody kicked her. I don't know if it was in the head, but I want to say it wasn't in the head. It was enough because she had junk all over herself. And that guy, it was on tape. I mean, on video. He got out the next day.
Bond?
No, there was no bail. He got out the next day. And I guess the courts whenever. And it's on video. Now I understand you're innocent until proven guilty. I get it. But when there's video, they're caught.
Innocent still proven guilty. The video was doctored,
What in the world? I just can't. It's the judge.
Listen.
It's the judge right there.
It's
Oh.
you can't really
You
explain. But you really can't. It's that's one of the things. Uniform Commercial Code (UCC) in law. We talk about it in law school. This is this big one. Then you got the one, common law, UCC, and then common law. Depending on the state, they are different. This state, if I leave Florida and go to Georgia with the same crime in Florida as a misdemeanor, it's a felony in Georgia. See, they're trying to make it uniform, but then they say because of our attitude, because of our culture, our time, we don't want that.
Yeah.
So depending on where you kill someone at, you probably can get out in a year. In Florida, we're going to give you the chill.
Yeah, you're right. There's definitely,
It's different. The attitude.
Guess, if people wanna like move to whatever state fits your stuff,
Yeah, to kill people.
I mean, but think about it, there's the whole California thing where there's, you know, a lot of leniency on some stuff.
Very.
People are starting to realize some stuff.
It's not
and
working.
People are starting to move out of there, some. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. I just, when you were talking about the guy and I was, okay, I
It's
can't get my
crazy.
head around that. All right, anyway, so, all right, what's going on with you during the day with stuff? Because I'm trying to feel like we want to use, you know, EMDR. I thought we were going to do EMDR. I'd like to do it when I have more time, but we can do it next week if you want. But what area now? What do you think? Where you are with what you might want to target next time?
The VA.
EMDR. Oh, that's right. You did. I'm sorry. You did say that. Like the whole, just the.
Make it make sense.
Well, just like we just talked about, not everything's gonna. It just doesn't. And how whoever remember this, you know, there's a lot. Like, yeah, like the whole. Anyway, that's another.
President Trump and
another rabbit hole. But
yeah, his executive order. He's absolutely correct. Some of the things that not political. Some of the things he say it makes sense. I'm on the inside. I used to work for the VA in cardiology, so I've seen some of the things they do, the different rules, how I apply to different people. It's not a standard rule for everyone. It's depending on the day how I feel, like the Social Security office. Depending on the day how I feel, I might tell you to get out of my office. But other days I might take you. And it can't be like that, you know. You only have a job because of veterans. But they don't see it like that. They see it like you are an inconvenience to them. So I prefer to come on the outside. A young guy that
oh, you mean, now see, that doesn't make sense to me because I know somebody who works at the VA, I think they still do, who's a psychologist, okay? And I think he's okay. I mean...
No, I'm not all of them.
Oh.
I used to work at the VA. I'm saying some people there don't need to have jobs there because when it comes to the licensing part...
you mean like regular...
Yeah.
Not necessarily behavioral health.
Most of them, her name is Reinstein. She's great. She was going to see me and my wife. My wife didn't want to see her because she worked for the VA. She got a bad problem with them. But some of them, doctors, was coming into the VA about 25 years ago who had lost their license in other states. Because the VA needed people, they would take these people in. It's a known fact.
Yeah.
1982, we go to Grenada to rescue supposed to be hostages. We get to Grenada, they on the beach smoking marijuana, drinking. These are your future doctors of America who are now practicing in America. They didn't want to be rescued. 1982, Grenada, or Panama, Central America. Okay, so now you figure these doctors came in. So what? They got hired. They did the job. But who wants a doctor that gets hired to operate on?
Right.
Your family member. Okay, now, so the VA got a lot of these doctors that came in that was barred in other states, but they had this policy because they needed doctors to take them in. They had a lot of bad surgeries in Florida, Tampa, James A. Haley, where they was taking off the wrong limb and amputations. A lot of time the people would tell you that, you know, hey, I don't like you, get out of my face, would stand up and, you know, you feel hostile. So that's not a good environment for a person that has PTSD or any other kind of mental issue. Yeah. So Donald Trump said that he think that we should be able to go on the outside, which I agree with him totally. That's why I come on the outside. I don't even go to the VA. Not saying they don't have good doctors and everybody's bad, but I prefer to come on the outside because a person who's not in that environment might be more compassionate or more of an active listener than the VA. Because I hear this all day. I've heard this 20 times. I've heard this 20 times. Stop crying. Take this bottle and go home. You know what I mean? Suck this milk and, you know, it's a different environment.
You'd have to have a special compassion
you do.
Or passion for that work.
You just can't do it for the money.
No. And the benefits.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Yeah.
You have to have a special compassion for that.
A lot of people don't. You know, sometimes we are missuited for our jobs. We take the job for the money, not for the passion. It becomes a job actually when you take it for the money versus I love to do this. You know, I mean, it's just like a recreation for me.
And that's getting that's another rabbit hole. The kids nowadays coming up,
I want the money.
They want to be a doctor for the money. Yeah, exactly.
It might not have the training or the study or that intestinal fortitude to stay there and do something. Well, I'm just going to let that go and go to something else. You got to finish what you're doing first. You know? You know, so, but like I say, now back to my part about, I've been, a lot been going on. I guess I've probably, out of 168 hours, I probably got maybe 168 hours in the week.
Okay.
I might have got 60 hours of sleep, I was kind of like, but I kind of like didn't feel sleepy.
Wait a minute, 8 times 7 is 56.
168 hours in the week.
Oh, but I'm thinking at night, 8 hours a night.
No. You're supposed to take 8 at night. Yeah.
56.
Right. Yeah. So.
And you got how many?
How many did I say? About 60.
I thought you said 60.
Yeah, I got about 60.
In a week? That's good.
I got about 60. Well, actually, I want to get a little more, but I got 60. So, in a minute.
That's more than 8 hours a night.
Yeah, but sometimes I have nights where I don't sleep all, 8 hours sleep. Like this morning, I've been up at 2:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep.
Cat naps or something?
Yeah, so during the day, around about 1 o'clock, I try to take a nap. I had to.
It's good. I mean, that's
Power.
mental health right there. I mean, that's gotta have it.
I got to. So.
Yeah, when you can get it.
I don't have kids anymore, so it's good. I don't have about a hollering, raven, so I'm good to go to sleep.
You ever talk to her whenever, right?
That's the other thing that came up.
Oh.
How do you know these things? Can I get 6 numbers for the Powerball? Okay, anyway. My case, because we supposed to went to court for my divorce, they closed it because in a video I had complained that I wanted to come there so she could possibly get help. We can probably see what was going on so she could have closure, right? The narrative was what she wanted to be.
So she could have closure?
Right, so we can have closure, both of us. And the case manager closed my case, but the Second District Court of Appeal, which is over that court, said, how is it closed when this man never showed? I never got notification.
I remember you telling me that.
I never went.
I think I thought you told me that.
Right. And I wanted to make sure we got that closed, so she can get closure. But it's best for me to just have my peace. So I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Oh. Yeah, but wait, okay. I'm just asking. But for future,
Right.
Don't you kind of want to have a clean
right.
thing for
but
yourself
or
for your future with other women?
Right. Okay, so I had to pay a lawyer about $5,000 to get this done in court. I was like, $5,000. I mean, they just went up on my mortgage. They just went up on my mortgage insurance from $800 a year to $1,500 without telling me. So I had to do a thing. All this week. It's called grain insurance. They say they got approved by the state.
Around.
I am. I'm gonna call USAA today at the Navy Federal, and it's illegal what they did.
Erie, is it Erie carry health insurance?
Who?
Erie, I know it's
ERIE.
Something like that.
Okay.
Erie, I've heard is. I don't know if they do. I know they do. I think it's home and auto, but I know it's auto, but I don't.
Okay.
I assume it's home.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that today.
Decent thing. Just look around, basically. Gosh.
They did it without telling me, so I'm locked into next year. I was like, you can't do that without telling me. You got to give me 45 days notice.
And they had to have sent something in the mail or something. They
already
had to.
Okay.
There's no way.
I'm gonna email you what she told me. We just told you on July the 17th of 2025. It goes in, and then the homeowner, Virginia Housing, my mortgage company said, we just got notified on July 17th. You owe us $1,500 instead of $800. I'm good, but I never got a notice before then. It was like, that is your notice. But the state of Virginia says it has to be 45 days so I can get another insurance policy or carry it. I never got that. That was this week.
Oh, that's crazy.
But it's okay.
I mean, the lawyers, man.
You need $5,000 to go to court. I could do my own case. They just don't want me to do it because I don't have a license. So why would I have to pay someone with something I can read and do myself?
Yeah. Well, sometimes having a name on something, depending on what it is.
Right.
Of course. Yeah.
I can write my own paper. I told the judge.
Why is your ex, or whatever you want to call it, okay with this kind of dangling thing going on? Not closure, not tied up. Or
narcissistic, manipulative, gaslighting.
Why would you want this done? Oh.
I guess,
You?
I applied for the divorce in Virginia.
Yeah.
She went to Florida and applied for divorce.
But why does she want it hanging and not get closure?
You tell me that.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying for future reference, when you meet somebody else, you're going to want to be clean and clear.
Right.
I guess if that's what, if you want to be clean and clear.
I do. I want to just go on with my life and live happy ever after. And
Yeah.
You know.
This is all very strange.
Can you explain it to me? You being of the
No,
you being of the female gender.
No, I can't.
I'm
No,
thinking
no.
I applied for the divorce so you can be happy.
Yeah.
So you know you can go about your life and leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. And the law firm of Michael Ephraim called and let her know, sent a certified letter. Your husband just filed for divorce. She told him that she didn't agree with it. Went to Florida and applied for divorce. What did that sound like? Fraud? Because once you got divorced in one state.
Y'all need to be on the same, at least be on the same page with it. Like
we were. I applied for divorce. Told you I was applying for divorce. Then you found out. So you go to Florida and apply for divorce. Well, I got divorce going on in Virginia. Make it make sense. Can I lay down and you give me 2 pills?
It's something so simple.
It's real simple. Divorce, I'm paying for it. Sign the paper. I don't want anything from you. You want nothing from me.
Yeah.
No contest. It's real simple.
Right. Oh, maybe that's what's going on. She wants something else.
She can't get anything. I just helped you get your benefits through the government. I represent you in D.C. You got 100% now. So you got money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want my blood? I'm A negative. I'm sure you can't use it. You know, so I don't know, but she has a lot of trauma she went through in the military as well. So I kind of give her.
I really hate
anyway.
that so many people have this bad. I've got somebody I used to see who had a lot of his trauma was from his superiors. Wow, you know.
Yeah.
Just what? Like I know they do the whole give me 20.
So you wouldn't have did good in the military.
I don't think so. But I understand. But I understand it.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
Discipline.
I understand it to a certain degree. I think it goes overboard in some
areas.
Anyway, so yeah, I think I do get it, but I also get that they go like they have there's just enough subjectivity. I think that they, at least with this guy, that it got nasty, like it beyond.
He's not the only one.
Huh? Yeah.
He's not the only one.
Like there's regimented discipline, consequences, blah blah blah, but there's.
And it doesn't make any sense.
That gets just gets under your skin stuff is just a game.
Where are you from? I'm from Florida. Where they got queers in Florida and stairs and.
I mean, I think yeah, that right, exactly that kind of stuff, and like and racial and like sexual
stereotypes. Are you a faggot? I'm like, hold on.
Yeah,
excuse me, say, do you know my family?
All right. I mean, well, that's right. That's the stuff.
They supposed to have cut back on that, but recently you seen where they killed Guillaume, the Spanish girl in Fort Hood. They just found another girl missing off a Navy ship in Norfolk. So it's still going on because you have people that really are not equipped to be in the military. Everybody not suited for the military.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I can pull a trigger. No thoughts. And I know how to de-escalate and go home.
Yes.
A lot of times people they get hooked on it. They love that. I love that power. And now what do you do with that person that you got to let go home now in society?
Yeah. Right. So, what is most of your intrusive thoughts and about now? Like,
when I thought about Hubbard, when my son might be going overseas to Israel, Iraq, praying for him, I always tell them to be careful, keep your head. I always say keep your head on the swivel. Look all the way around. Don't get tunnel vision. Make sure you're looking around you. Yeah. There's nothing more important than you and your buddy, because they give you a buddy. Yeah. I thought about that, and but so I went to church yesterday, and it was talking about the body of Christ. So I got to tone it down a little bit. We can't really stop death. I mean, death is inevitable. Right. You got a funeral home in Florida, so you see people dead all the time. Yeah. It's just that when they be close to you, it kind of like,
it's hard.
Like I don't want to get that news when they show up at my door with the flag, and we've had to do that in the military. I guess I might have been My serotonin might have been at
Your what?
my chemicals in my brain might have went to 150, and I'm just up. I'm keyed up. I'm up.
Okay.
I got out and I walked a little bit in front of my house. I've been in pain so bad. I go to VCU to get the physical therapy.
Okay.
And I went and got that, and I hurt so bad I had to be in the bed for 2 days. That's part of my week. My mind's still going. So this all been going on this week. I got to tell them I go back on the 15th. They got me with the tension band where you walk with your legs. Somehow it aggravated where I'm hurting it in my back, my T1 sciatica. I could have cried. So I had to go to massage therapy over in Mechanicsville to get an hour massage to relieve the pressure. I got a massage. She was great. I had the massager. I got it home that you use to put on the back. I had to do that for 15 on, 15 off. Use ice. So I'm still, that kind of pain kind of took me off what I was focused on about the trauma. But it's been a week.
Gotcha.
It's been a week.
So you thought about Hubbard, and then what else? What else did you? Was it short-lived? Did you do something to kind of get it away?
I go to my room. Yeah, my room by like this, then my bathroom. So I went to my room, and that's my prayer closet.
Yeah, you're right.
And I closed the blinds, then opened them, and I just reflected thought, and said I don't want to be going backwards. What you call it, regressing in my therapy. I want to progress instead of regress.
So, but like what, besides Hubbard, what other things come in there?
Department of Veteran Affairs, about my money they took, didn't pay me. I put in a post-deprivation hearing, which is required by law to give me a hearing to find out what's going on. Wrote one for Social Security. That's minute. Mainly I did the case for the young man and for the murder charge.
Okay.
It took my mind. When I could do that, I can actually focus on something else.
Yeah.
It takes me off me.
Right.
So I think.
I'm just wondering what kind of intrusive thoughts you have that are about you, and is there any?
Are you gonna beat me if I tell you?
What?
Yeah.
What?
No. I say don't beat me if I. Yeah. So no, I'm just saying it was combat. I looked at the paper that I got from here, and it said combat PTSD.
From here?
Right, and the VA.
Oh, the VA.
Sent it to Family Insight for combat PTSD, and I was like, then that word combat PTSD, what gave you PTSD? So that was a trigger.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that you think that as much from just the system as the combat?
No. I got PTSD from the VA and all that, but I'm saying the paperwork they sent me through my email says combat treatment at Family Insight for combat PTSD.
Right.
When I saw that part, I thought, how did I get combat PTSD? So now it ran me down all the.
How did you get it?
I went to that's when I thought about Hubbard. I thought about Sergeant Kenworthy dying.
I got you.
It just
That's triggered. Okay,
it triggered.
I got it.
McCall shooting the back of his head off, that kind of stuff.
Okay, all right.
So that would trigger.
I got it.
Yeah. So.
Do you think that? So, but it's interesting that you next want to do the system stuff.
Right.
For the target, we're going to target, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Next week, if you want to. What would be your, what would be your negative belief about yourself now? No, let me do this first. What would be a picture that one image that would represent the worst part of this system triggering stuff that you're talking about?
One word.
One image.
One image?
Frame, yeah, like a picture.
I want to be kind when I say this.
Take your time.
An exclamation point.
And the issue,
Exclamation point. Period underneath. The VA has the vision statement says that we're going to take care of the veteran, his widow, and the orphan. That's located in Washington, D.C. at 810 Vermont Avenue. That has not been the case. In order for them to take care of my widow, I have to be dead. I don't want to die when you take care of me.
Oh, interesting.
And my children, right?
That's a very outdated
Right.
whatever.
The veteran,
Admissions thing.
his widow, and his children. I have the
That
diocese
is
ticket,
so outdated. Oh my God! Talk about World War II, or
and they are
maybe
still going with that
Vietnam.
same.
Well, women in Vietnam. Well, I mean nurses, but not I don't so 60s, at least the 60s, and then after
Right.
that, I don't know.
And they have that. Not
That's
everybody,
weird.
but when you go to compensation and pension and claims to get disability or get any kind of assistance for any kind of injury you suffered in the military, you have to prove that you was injured in the military, even though they got the records that show that you was injured in the military. Plus, if you was in a unit like my unit, they didn't keep records, and you couldn't go to sick call. You can't go to sick call. You can't say I hurt. You have to keep going, because once you say you hurt, they kick you out of their unit. That's your pay. That's your promotion.
They don't do that anymore, though. I'm sure.
Well, you sign up next week and you call me when you get there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no,
What level,
you can't.
That's such black
You
and white
cannot
thinking, isn't it? All or nothing.
There's no gray areas.
Right,
You
right.
cannot
No gray
say,
area, right.
I think my ankle is broke. They wrapped up my ankle, gave me ibuprofen 800. I kept going. I say, something wrong with my ankle. After a while, it grows back, and they had to re-break my ankle when I got out to the military back in, because it grew bad. A doctor from Chicago did my surgery at the old VA Medical Center, which is now the new VA in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, because you can't complain. My shoulders, I got two, if I take off my shirt, all you see is scars. 15 surgeries. 2 shoulder surgeries. The parachute, when you jump, sometimes it pulls your shoulder out.
Oh.
So because we do what is called, we walk to a tree, knock it back in and keep going because you're a soldier. That's repeated injuries. So I got, in the back of me, I got a big knot back there, keloid, where they had to go in the back twice.
Kidding.
On this side, shoulder injury. This ankle right there, they had to go in and re-break that to redo that. They want to do my knees and my back, but I refused. So now, but my records, because they were sealed, I had to fight the VA to get benefits for something that actually happened in the military. You have to get what's called a lay testimony.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you.
I had to get a Sergeant Randy Boss, who's now a realtor in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, had to write me a statement. We went to the Delta Force. We did this.
Wow.
That's the only reason I got paid, thank God, mercy, because I had a witness. What if he had been dead? So that's the system.
God, I hope it's gotten better.
No, if you look online, go at VA claims, Department of Veterans Affairs claims. There's so many people got claims that have been there like 20 years. So in 20 years, what's your quality of life like? While you're waiting to get the treatment that you went to fight for. So that's the system.
Trump would not like this.
That's what he's talking about, which people missing. He's saying, I'm not trying to tear up the VA, I'm trying to make it better.
Yes. I don't understand why people don't.
Well,
I mean, whether you like him or not, or whether you agree with some stuff, I don't think he's not BSing on the vets thing. I really don't believe that. I don't believe that.
That's why now we can go to outside for a year instead of 6. He said, why you got to go for 6 months when you can go for a year?
Did you hear that?
He did this,
You hear
okay?
that, dude?
Of course not, because I get it on my computer. I was like, oh yeah. So then they sent me one on the paper. Then they put combat PTSD, family insight. And I was like, wow. But anyway, he's been doing great. But we just can't keep doing what we've been doing and consider ourselves. I would volunteer for the military, but I would want my money up front.
That's not volunteer.
Right. You got that part. Right.
You mean you'd work for them?
But I want my money up front. I got an offer to apply for the White House internship for law school.
No kidding.
Yeah. Is that my computer? I'm looking at it, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that's a lot of logistical problems as far as living situation and all
I
that.
could catch a train every day.
Ugh.
But I was thinking, I didn't want to do that commute.
2 hours each
And back.
Are you kidding?
And then I might well find a place to stay. I could stay on the base there, but it would cost me probably $1,600 a month, which is my mortgage. So I was like,
Yeah, who can do that?
yeah.
You're not gonna sell your house to do an internship.
No, I want to keep the house because right now, it's
Right.
not really.
No, oh, you kidding?
It's not really that good to sell houses.
No, it's not good to have.
We got
not
3
get
houses.
Started. That
Yeah, I got to keep my house.
they need to do something with this housing.
Why?
This jacked up. How
We making money off the
jacked up
supplies. We
rental.
making money off everything. We don't care about you.
COVID did that.
Right, since 2019.
Sad.
Well,
I think the landlords did it,
Yeah.
they just kept, get their money back and then they just kept.
in Florida, this is $1,600 a month with the bathroom. This, 1,600.
No way.
Tampa, Florida, going $1,600 a month right now. That's why a lot of people are staying together in Florida. My friend girl has her mother, her niece, her brother, and his girlfriend
In like a house or something.
in a 2-bedroom apartment,
See, like I said,
and that's $1,700 a month because she live in a nice little gated community. But you can't afford it. I was thinking to myself, I bought my house at the right time. I would be able to afford a house now.
Anyway, all right, so, so it sounds like, so what is the issue particularly you wanna work on? Like, kind of explain it to me. I think I know, but like, just.
We're just.
What is the issue?
What can we do to make it better?
Bothersome issue.
Yeah.
No, what is the bothersome issue for you that we're gonna work on with EMDR? What is the, we call it target.
I don't really want
Target.
to talk to those people. I can talk to anybody, but I don't want to talk to the VA about anything. But I have to talk to them.
So you're upset with the VA because of the barriers, I don't want to.
Yeah, the barriers. Yeah, you're right. They have barriers that they self-impose barriers, not the ones I'm putting.
Okay,
The law says this, but you're doing this.
okay.
So why are you doing this?
What's the word for that? So the.
Conflict,
That's a nice word. That's a nice word.
confusion,
What?
chaos,
Confusion?
conflict.
What's the word for wrongness? It's wrong, unfair?
Very.
Uh,
This is a guy that comes here. January 2023, myself and my wife at the time went to the VA to get a hearing so they could help get some stuff done to my house under my VA benefits. That was January 2023. Today is now August 11th. I have yet to see the director.
What?
It's 2025.
Ugh.
I just sent the paper to him by email. The lady wrote me saying, Mr. Schofield, what happened? I explained who, what, where, when, and how to her, and sent an email about 4 days ago. She said, you never saw the director? I said, my friend after me 6 months later went in and saw him.
So it'll come to me this week. Oh, boom, they're like unfair, screwed up.
When you text me, call me, remember.
What is the word?
Prejudicial, discriminatory.
There's a lot of different words, aren't there?
Right, bias. They knowingly, willfully, intentionally, and
What's the word?
deliberately.
Incompetent.
But that would sound kind of cruel, wouldn't it? Or just say they need more training.
Just not. Right. What is the word? All right. Well, anyway, so I'm trying to understand this so we can kind of jump in next time.
You got time.
No. But I do need you will need an image of what represents the issue you want to work on.
The boogeyman.
So, no, come on, be real.
I am.
So if mine is, let's just say my issue is lack of confidence. Well, my picture might be either my dad was screaming, I'm making this up, and my dad yelled at me like, you're so stupid. Or maybe my image is at work when I don't feel confident at all.
My image would be the Social Security worker.
That really? That's gonna be it? For the whole VA stuff?
Listen, cause
That's
what?
Social Security, not VA.
Same government.
Okay.
Look,
Sorry,
she was sitting down and hollering at me. You gotta tell me, back, neck, 2 knees.
Do what?
I got back, neck, 2
I know, but it's
knees.
just happening.
Yeah, but that was.
I don't even want to think about it.
Well,
But anyway.
get in the pool and swim. Boy. Thank God. I see you later, Miss Valerie.
Listen, but okay, but I do need an image, and
So security.
you might be able to use it, but that, you've been talking about this before this other day with.
It kind of ran right into that same mold. That's the same kind of treatment we get. You go to be.
Just think about it. I mean,
I got it.
don't overthink about it. Don't
Yeah.
overthink about it. We need an image to represent this issue that you have with the VA of, and what your negative belief about yourself now would be. I'm not important, or it's got to be personal. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. Even though it's not personal, it's the system. We know that, but we got to figure out some kind of target to use.
I will.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Next week. All right.
you. Be blessed.
You too. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
have a blessed day. And happy belated Mother's Day to you.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh. Why am I?